Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. But before I get started, please click the like and subscribe button as it helps this channel grow very quickly. Now, I hope you're all having a wonderful day wherever you are in this wonderful world. We have a lot of ground to cover with this video, a lot of things to talk about. So let's go. XRP is getting ready to shock the world. The revolution will be televised. An ever-changing world. Welcome to the fourth industrial revolution, and XRP at the center of it all. Don't believe it? It's true. Russia to abandon International Space Station and build its own outpost. They are breaking away from the United States little by little, and we can see it happening. That's not good in any way. They're trying to collapse the US dollar. So it's shocking how the Ethereum founders actively seek partnership with communist governments like China, Russia, and North Korea. Doesn't the SEC realize they are supporting a project that is a threat to national security? And that's the thing. You would think the SEC would say, hey, maybe we should be backing Ripple and XRP for the good of the United States. Stop holding back innovation. They gave Ethereum a free pass. The thing is, Congress should be stepping in here, saying, listen, wrap this thing up. We need to catch up with the rest of the world. We're being left behind. Now is the time to get things done. Then we see this. Iran gains access to Russian mirror payments cards. U.S. sanctions sparking new financial ties between out-of-favor countries. Iranians will soon be able to make payments with Russia's mirror bank cards. These countries are banding together to kill the U.S. dollar. Little by little, it's happening every single day. We will be left behind due to the SEC, due to the lack of regulatory clarity. Japan. The Bank of Japan has announced that it is not going ahead with plans to implement a central bank digital currency. So they don't want a central bank digital currency. That sounds terrible, right? But Ripple already launches on-demand liquidity with SBI Remit to accelerate and grow cross-border payments from Japan. So maybe we can use XRP to do cross-border payments without having a central bank. So we'll have to see where that goes. But still, Ripple is still involved. So, European Central Bank hails CBDC the holy grail of cross-border payments. A lot of people say, I don't want to invest in ISO coins because they're tied to the World Economic Forum. They're tied to the new financial system. Listen, this is going to get built whether we like it or not. It's happening right now. So why not get rich off of it while you can? Chinese Municipal Bank issues first ever digital yuan loan using intellectual property as collateral. You see what's happening? These countries are much further ahead of us. They continue to move ahead of us. We need to do something now. Congress needs to get that lawsuit done and over with. South Korean CBDC pilot is now underway and Samsung is onboarding. So we see these countries coming together, building the new financial system one by one, falling in place. This is happening no matter what. We're way past the point of no return, in my opinion. And then we take a look at this map, and I got to show you this. So, where central banks have issued digital currencies already, currently issued, look at that. That's massive. And then we see the pilot already being built. They already started it. Then we see plans to issue a currency. And then you look where the U.S. is as far as the rest of the world. Far behind. The good thing about this is, and there is only one good thing about this, is the fact that we could see how it plays out overseas. before we get into this. That could be a good thing. If this is a catastrophic event that's going to happen, in other words, CBDCs are failing all over in Europe, then the US will have the upper hand again. The thing is, I don't think these CBDCs are going to fail. They're already using them in some of these countries. So it's 100% fake. They are making it so obvious. You see the speech from the UK saying the US is hindering innovation. It's a stage and script. When done, everyone will see what the US is already doing. So maybe we are keeping up with innovation. Maybe we just don't want to let the rest of the world know it yet. Honestly, every time you turn on the news, you see how the US has another crisis. Another crisis. We don't hear about talks of a CBDC. We don't hear talks of a new digital currency. We just see crisis. And we know they want to tear down the system that's already in place now. They want to tear down the existing financial system. They want to crash everything out. Nothing will happen until we have a crisis that makes it happen. They're already to roll out. Have to build up the public narrative first. Digital dollar could be good for financial stability, U.S. federal researchers say. See, I believe the U.S. is already working hard to crash this system. You could see it. Every time we turn around, they want to print more money. We see a housing crisis looming. And the thing is, I believe we are already in a recession. I think we were in a recession long ago, months ago. I think it probably started sometime in May, June. And it's going to continue to get worse before it gets better. And the thing is, they have to have it get worse. We have to have liquidity issues. We have to collapse the stock market somehow so they could bring in XRP to save the day. I think that's what could be going on. So this whole lawsuit is just a game to discourage retail from buying XRP. Once the world events unfold where governments are on their knees begging for liquidity, the phoenix will rise. You see what I'm saying? I've been saying this for a while now. They have to have a liquidity crisis, a massive one. The new payment system, UBI system, is coming faster than you think with global instability on a rise and a liquidity crisis among us. We know XRP was meant to solve that issue. What we are watching is a game play out, a game of control. And that is exactly what's going on. Also, direct consequence of war. When war broke out in March, Vidal Trafigura and the gang were caught short with pants down and cried liquidity crisis. Bailout came in the form of SPR rather than direct cash injection. That's exactly what's going on. A lot of these are created liquidity crisis for a reason. And they're going to continue to see how these small little liquidity crises play out, country after country. Because they don't want to spring it on you all at once. They want to roll it out slowly. So you get used to seeing liquidity crisis. Then a massive one will happen. Then they will roll out the new system. Feds, big banks in the U.S. require greater capital. You see it? Inside the U.S. The U.S. mortgage rate has declined, as have applications. Liquidity crisis for U.S. housing is coming. I told you this months ago. Probably one of the very first videos I've ever done. I talked about the housing. Because we know when something moves up too fast, it has to come down. And I think this crash is going to look a lot worse than '08. There's not going to be bailouts for the banks this time around unless XRP is used somehow, some way. I don't think the government can bail out the banks at this point. We printed far too much money. We have far too much debt. Plus, we still have COVID. And then we see this. For XRP to become the new standard, it must be used in an emergency 911. World Bank announces global liquidity crisis. SWIFT is forced to readjust and use XRP. IMF announces how they will react to the catastrophe and implement XRP as a world reserve currency. That's exactly what we're about to see happen. We're just not quite there yet. I think the reason we're not quite there yet is a lot of countries still don't have their CBDC set up. They don't have their digital currency set up. Once that is all in place, then we will see the massive liquidity crisis. Then we'll see XRP fly. Listen, if you don't like the new system, that's fine. You don't have to invest in it. It's your choice. But what I'm telling you is, as an XRP holder, as an XRP investor, you need to get rich before the new system is put in place. It will benefit you. You make your own choices. That's what I'm telling you. You want to be rich, right? Well, this is how you get there, by holding what you already hold, by buying XRP if you don't already hold it. Because this whole system is going to happen one way or another. All you have to do is take a look around. You see CBDCs popping up in every single country around the world. And that liquidity crisis, when it comes, it's going to be terrible. I think we're going to see bank lockouts, things like that. Foreclosures will definitely be on the rise before that happens. You're going to see a lot of empty houses on your streets, I'm sure. With that said, I'm going to wrap up today's video. I want to thank you all for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.